So this next story, I don't know how this even happened because this isn't some rinky dink. This isn't like us releasing something and accidentally using footage and not knowing where it was from or something like that. So what are we talking about? Well,
Why did
apparent.
you have to specifically say us? You couldn't have said like a smaller company. No, you specifically say this would be like if we did this. It's like, Matt, I'm pretty sure even us wouldn't do this.
Well, if we didn't know, because I assume this is based off of a research issue. But here's what happened. If anyone's wondering what happened, so let's put the graphic up. Apparently, the Death Note live action movie, the Netflix version, the one that there's mixed to negative reviews. Apparently, they used there was I don't remember this scene, but apparently there was a scene of a train accident. It probably was on TV in the background or something,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I don't know if they talked about a train accident directly, but there was probably just footage in the background that they used while a newscaster was saying something about something, right? So, like when Mia and Light were just in love, it was probably in the background or something.
Fucking on the Death Note, and Ryuk's just like, can you not on the Notebook, guys?
Can
I mean that it's really fine leather. All right, you know what? I'm just coming back later.
I would imagine Ryuk being furious, like, actually, no, actually, in a weird way, Ryuk might be happy, like, this is the perfect way to waste a life. Um, just don't make, if you make a baby on that thing, I swear to God. So, anyway,
Don't come to me if it looks like me.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so point being,
Uh,
apparently the movie used a scene which depicts a news anchor reporting on a train accident, and it was an
hmm,
actual train accident.
yeah,
So it was
that people
real.
died.
That people died in. So Dutch news sources have revealed that the film used real footage of a train disaster that happened in Belgium in 2010, which killed 19 people and injured 310. And so, again, I'm reading this from the article directly. The National Railway Company of Belgium claimed that Netflix had never asked for permission to use the footage. And then spokesperson Dimitri Temerman goes on to say that this shows little respect for the victims and surviving relatives or for the staff of the railway and the emergency services. We are deciding whether to take steps to deal with this matter. And by the way, I think that they should. And it's not just because I don't like this movie. We have to be real here. They should take steps because, dear fucking God, Netflix is a. And yes, technically, while Netflix is slapping its name on it, I'm sure they bought this from another company or they had a different level of I guess their hands on this, if you will. Like it's like even though Netflix his name is on this, it's not like Netflix, CEO got involved here. You know what I'm saying? Like obviously they subcontracted.
Either backpedal and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why,
Yeah.
why is this a thing? Why,
Yes.
why is this in here, guys? What the hell?
Yeah.
Or own up to it and be like, we fucked up. Sorry about
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, what I don't know which way they're gonna go. Either way, though, we should also we should continue with this and mention that none of the families of the deceased or any survivors were notified beforehand. So, survivor Anita Mahi said that the inclusion of the footage made her furious, and then she goes on to say, "You'll just sit and watch a movie in the evening unsuspectingly, only to face the accident again."
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine any other incident where this could happen, where it's like this person was murdered, and sadly we have this, cell phone footage of this horrible event, and it gets used in a fucking movie? Like, what the fuck? Like, no one would do that, and so it's just odd to see this happen here. Again, what I assume may have happened is I don't, because it's weird because I don't know how someone would even get this footage.
Right.
Like maybe they just Googled like train accident and then
Yeah.
they saw that and then they copy and pasted it from YouTube or something.
Right.
And
Yeah.
because it's in a different language, they didn't know the gravity of the situation. But
Right.
what's odd is that this movie is getting released in so many different languages. You would
Yeah.
think that another part of Netflix's branch would have been like, "Hey, I saw that report actually.
Right.
That
That's a
should
real
be
report. Real
yeah,
people actually died in that. How about we not use that?
yeah." It's very strange that that would end up being used. But again, it just shows
Or
you
like
what.
the way I would think about it, it was like maybe if it was such a short clip that they used, like you said, in the background,
Mm-hmm.
figure hopefully no one notices that and just
Yeah, but like, but again, the reason why I talk about, I'm sure it's that too, but I talk about there not being enough
I hope
research.
that,
Well, yeah.
but
Well, no, no. I think it's that. No, no, no. But here's what I'm saying. They say, hey, hopefully people won't notice that it was this horrific or something, because what I think happened is it was that mixed in with them not doing the research. Because
yeah,
I don't think I don't think anyone here willingly knew, like, I know the exact train accident that it's from and how many people died. It's dope. Like, I don't think anyone was doing this with malicious intent. But the
yeah,
but the problem is that, of course, intent does not equal impact. The fact that they put this in there is like, dude, what the hell? Like, and the reason why I talked about them being such a large company is you have so much money to put towards like films like these or TV shows to make sure that shit like this does not happen.
right,
Like, you go through different websites to try to get archival footage that, even though it might be of something horrible like this, like, I guess the only thing I could think of is Netflix is now looking at a website they may have paid money for to get footage of incidents, and they're like, where the fuck do you get your footage from?
right,
Because it's
yeah,
supposed to be like public domain stuff that, like, you put money down to have a license to use it in your film. So either someone wanted to save some money, googled a train crash and didn't know the ramifications of doing that because they didn't know, like, all the carnage surrounding it, or Netflix went through the normal legal channels, and whatever website they went through and paid money to, they fucked up.
right,
I don't know, but what I do know is, holy shit.
yeah,
Like, holy shit. Like, come on, guys. Like, you got to be on your game here. Like, you're such a huge company. And it's frustrating too because, like, you know, even if this gets changed, which, god damn it, I hope it fucking does. Like, it not only gets taken down, but then that clip gets changed. It's still kind of tainted with that story. And people who survived this tragedy and those that know people that did not, even when that footage gets changed and this movie gets put back up, because I assume the movie has or will be taken down. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's nothing talking about this movie being taken down as of yet, but obviously I assume it's going to be taken down.
right,
It's frustrating that you have all these people who've gone through this tragedy who now are going to have to still have this in their mind, even if they're watching it with non-train footage, even if
yeah,
there's nothing on TV, they will still see it there as if it was there. And it's just like, what are you doing?
right,
Really frustrating. The article goes on to say something that I find confusing, because this is a story that we never got to talk about. It's in the article. It says Netflix has also reportedly used Sword Art Online fan art as banner images without permission. And I sat there and I was like, different scale. I no,
yeah,
because like it's trying to go for the, like, this is not the first time that Netflix has used something without permission, but I don't think it's because they didn't pay the families to
yeah,
use this. I think no matter who, even if there was a licensing committee, like the National Railroad says, like, oh no, don't worry, you're fine. Like, National Railroad Company of Belgium says, no, don't worry, you're good to use the footage. I would still be like, I'm not gonna touch that footage at all.
right,
We're not going to
yeah,
use footage that people died in. And I know some people might be like, what about what about footage of, like, Zeppelins and shit like that back in the day? And I definitely see where you're coming from. But, to show this, the fact that this happened 8 years ago, so, like, these people are still alive and well. They aren't thinking about their descendants. They're thinking about, like, people who they knew. And this experience that happened to them directly 8 years ago. It's just really rough. I want to hear what you guys think down below, but Tristan and I are not happy about this, and I don't know who would be. Frankly, I don't know who would be, but I still want to hear what you guys think down below. And if this changes your thoughts on the film somehow, I mean, I don't care what you thought about the movie. Like, this is just not okay, you know. But I do want to hear what you guys think about this story down below.